Spreadsheets can help you to live the life you want. Let's find out how.
Hello, I'm David Schofield, and today I'm going to show you how to create a simple budget in Google Sheets. So, particularly in times of economic stress and crisis, financial worries can be one of the biggest difficulties we face. It creates impact on our physical health, emotional health, mental health, on everything. So it's really important that we do everything possible to reduce those stress levels. So creating a budget enables us to get a clear picture of what's going on with our finances and to give ourselves some targets for how to manage that money better, clearly, which also, as well as just giving us more information to make decisions with, reduces our stress, enabling us the capacity to make better decisions. So having a budget and having a good tracking system for your finances generally is an amazing idea. I encourage you all to do it. And it's so simple to do. So follow along. The basic structure of a budget, and I have some test data here, which I will use in a moment, but the basic structure is this: income, expenses, net, right? And I'm going to show you the formatting we use for that in a moment. So I've created those three categories there. What I'm going to do next is format it with alternating colors like this. Remove the header. So that it's just a simple table. Done. And then we're going to make it a bit more clear that income and expenses are different sections here by adding a line. So this is a border tool, and this is saying the top border here. So click on that, and you get a nice black line there. I'm also going to do that all the way around this table, so we've got nice formatting there as well. So again, go back up here. This is the outline, outer borders option. Click on that. Good. Now, just to make these three areas a little bit better, I'm going to, or a bit more obvious what they are, I'm just going to add some extra formatting here. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a moment as well. Okay. Now I'm going to put in this data here, this example information that I have here. So I'm just going to copy and paste more or less this over here. So we know how to copy and paste. I hope. Control-C, Control-V on Windows PCs. Here we have. Now I'm assuming that you have done this work in advance. So go and look at all the different areas, so you know how much money is coming in, you know what areas of expense you have. It's important that you do that work for yourself so that you can then build a budget. Okay, so now we put in the data. I want to show you the sum function now, if you're not familiar with it, to find out the total income from all sources. So these are all my income sources. I'm going to do this equals sum, open bracket, and then select these three cells here, H14, H16, close the brackets, return key, and there we have. The total there is 5,200. Now I want to do the same for the expenses, and there's a lot more lines in the expenses. So let's do that, equals sum, that is the sum formula. Select that whole range, and close the brackets, and there we have it, 3,740. Now, finally, I want to check what the net income is. So I'm going to subtract the total expenses from the total income. So equals, we'll click on the total income, and then the dash key, the minus key, and then click on the expenses total. Click return, and there we have it. So 1,460 is what should be left over at the end of, we'll say this is a month of income and expenses, okay? If that was a negative number, that would mean that we have less money coming in. So the way that I could demonstrate that would be to say my expenses are 6,000. You see, when it's in brackets like that, that means it's a negative number. Depends how you format it. It could show in different ways. But in this case, when it's in brackets, it's a negative. Now, I want to help me to understand where my money is going. It can be useful to use conditional formatting. So that is just highlighting certain data depending on what that data is. So for example, I want to highlight any rows here that are, or any numbers here that are over 100, because maybe I'm deciding that anything over 100 is excessive and I should try my best to not spend anything over 100 in any category. So I go up to the format menu, click conditional formatting, and then I'll go over here to format cells if greater than 100. Now I can see that there's a bunch of different things that have been highlighted here. Some things I might not be able to do much about, other things I might be able to do something about. So dining out, perhaps. And there we have. That's a bit more easily understandable to us now that we've highlighted those rows. Now, finally, I want to show you how to create a chart so you can see the proportion of money that's going to each of these expenses. So let me highlight all of these expense categories first, and then we're going to go over to Insert, Chart. Automatically, we will get a pie chart. Sometimes it's a bar chart, but we want the pie chart for this sake. And it's easy to see here all the different categories and what percentage of our income. Obviously, the biggest chunk is going into rent and mortgage. Another big chunk is going into retirement savings. So this gives us, again, more information to help us make decisions about how we want to spend our money moving forward. This is really, really solid information. So do the work to find out. Just write down a simple list here of all the categories of income and all the categories of expense in a month. If you need to do it quarterly, do it however you need to do. So make sure that you've got correct information, and then do as I did here, sum it all up and have a look at just the basic statistics of what is going on with your finances. It'll help you make decisions. Maybe you need to cut down your dining out and put a little bit more into groceries. Maybe you need to cut down your entertainment, etc. Do you need to go to the gym, or can you just go for a run? You see what I mean? There's lots more information here that can help you to make decisions. And seeing it in black and white takes away this, oh, we're going to have enough money at the end of the month, fear as well. So I hope that has been useful for you. If you've got any questions or comments, or if you want to copy the spreadsheet, let me know below and we can speak.
Thank you very much for watching, and if you would like more of this, then please like and subscribe. I'm David Schofield.